Greetings, YouTube. Virginity is bull. In more detail. New York State is considering barring the practice after T.I.'s comments about his daughter. The rapper T.I. sparked a nationwide controversy last month when he said he takes his 18-year-old daughter to the doctor every year to check if she is a virgin. While he later said his comments had been misinterpreted, experts say virginity testing is a real thing that happens in the U.S. Now, one state is taking steps to ban it. Further, a doctor can't actually determine if someone has been sexually active by examining the person's hymen. Hymens come in different shapes and sizes naturally and can be broken by activities other than intercourse. Mishiro said, there is no medical evidence that examining the hymen tells a doctor anything about sexual history. There are other methods, so-called virginity testing, including the two-finger test, in which a doctor inserts two fingers into the vagina to see how pliable it is, Mishiro said, but this also has no basis in science. In fact, there is no physical exam that can determine whether a person has ever had sex. Yeah. I didn't know who T.I. was as a human being. Absolutely, I don't really listen to rap at all, so the fact that I didn't know a rapper isn't surprising. Didn't find out that he would actually violate his daughter's privacy and body to the extent of asking if her doctor, if she's a virgin, was just stunning in the United States of America. Interestingly, he has a son who is a little bit younger than his daughter, and not only does he not ask if his son is sexually active, he knows his son is sexually active and doesn't care. So there we have it. He's treating his daughter like property. He wants to make sure the merchandise is in good condition for when he sells it to some guy. This is patriarchy right there in your face. This is toxic masculinity. This is just horrible. Social conservatism in one of its ugliest forms. Literally invading another person's body so that you are satisfied that their physical form is in a state that makes you, the invader, happy. Now, I hope his daughter gets really far away from him and never speaks to him again, because that's what he deserves, to lose all contact with his daughter and never be spoken to again. There should be repercussions for such an act in a free society. And New York is taking a step in that direction by banning this practice. Now realize this is absolute and utter bullshit. You can't test for this. Now I'm sure some doctors just tell parents what they want to hear, because telling them anything that would be bordering on the truth, that, hey, teenagers have sex and it's none of your goddamn business what your daughter does with her body, could get their daughter in trouble. There could be harassment. There could be someone could be kicked out of their own home, or they could be physically abused or killed. Yes, this does happen. People who aren't considered pure enough by social conservative families can be murdered. So a doctor being honest with a parent who asks such an absurd, disgusting question could be dangerous. I'm glad that T.I. was dumb enough to say this on national media. I really am. That's astounding. And the media show, it was a radio show, I believe, has actually gotten pushback from the public, like, why the hell didn't your interviewer shut this down? Why the hell did he let this asshole talk about this on the national radio? What the hell is with that? And the radio station has apologized. I feel real sympathy for his family. His daughter, mostly. And I'm sure his son hasn't been raised in a healthy environment if he thinks having his father violate his sister is acceptable while ignoring his sexual activity. How about we raise teens so that they can practice sex safely? They don't get pregnant unless they want to be pregnant. And they just have good sex. Because I don't know how many of you out there listening to this are teens or older, so you were teens. But all of us wanted to get laid. And that's healthy, and that's normal. And it amazes me that something about having a baby seems to eradicate a parent's memories of their teen years and their desires to explore their sexuality by themselves or with someone else without interference from parents. Parents should be teaching their children how to have healthy sex, safe sex. They should not be gatekeeping their children's sexual lives. That's none of your goddamn business. All you're doing is hurting your family structure and ruining your child's teen years. Congratulations, you're a shitty parent, DI. But of course, everybody knows that now. You were honest enough to tell us all. Few shitty parents are that straightforward with it, that forthcoming. So, yeah. Virginity is bullshit. It's a social construct. And we need to do away with it. The term I heard once, which I thought was much better, was sexual debut. And when someone decides they're going to have sex with another person, that is their sexual debut. Having sex with themselves, that's just doing what you want to. But I like that term, sexual debut. You finally decided that you're going to involve someone else in that with your sexuality, and that's great. And parents shouldn't care whether their child is involved with anyone, regardless of their gender or sexual orientation, just that the people involved are good to their kid, are not dangerous, are unsafe to their kid, and everybody's trying the best they can to be decent human beings. Unlike this rapper T.I., who, as I pointed out, he's an asshole.